What's up, world? What's cracking, people? Good people of the interwebs. Welcome to another episode of the Beer of the Boys podcast. I am your captain speaking. And tonight, we back in effect. Better time, because last week was kind of, you know, it was one of them jumps. But still, we good right now. We good. So we back in effect. So right now, we got a lot of stuff to talk about in wrestling. We're going to open up. I'm going to let this man kick us off and read the breaking news in wrestling. First, give it up for my man, the Butcher of the Bullet Club. Give it up for him, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Too sweet.
Good afternoon. Got the new too sweet.
Too sweet. And now we got the man that takes no ish, no nonsense. The man that keeps order, who can drink anybody under the goddamn table. Give it up for my boy, the Underboss. What's cracking, baby? What's good, bro?
What it do? Too sweet in the building. Y'all know what it is, man.
Man, so Ghost, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. Can you please read that press release that WWE TNA has given us with it?
Your mic is squeaking, by the way, just letting you know. Give me 1 second. I'm scrolling up and trying to find the post. We talked about a lot of stuff today. Okay. This came out today, WWE TNA. This is a post that was made by Triple H and the official WWE Twitter account. WWE and TNA Wrestling announced multi-year partnership. The NXT Superstars and TNA Stars to appear across weekly WWE and TNA programming, WWE Premium Live events, and TNA pay-per-views. Starting January 16, 2025, WWE part of TKO Group Holdings and TNA Wrestling, one of the top wrestling brands in Society of Anthem Sports and Entertainment, today announced a multi-year partnership aimed to create unprecedented crossover opportunities within WWE and TNA programming for NXT Superstars and TNA Wrestling Stars. The agreement will enable talent to garner additional exposure across key WWE and TNA programming, including weekly flagship shows such as NXT and TNA Impact, select WWE Premier Live events and TNA pay-per-views, in turn bolsters their in-ring development with exposure to the world-class talent and coaching.
Right
That's
on.
pretty much stuff. Just of all that right there.
I guess my question would be, how does everyone feel about that partnership, official partnership? Underboss, I'll let you go first.
I mean, we've been saying it for the past couple of months and how that went. It went well. I think the thing I want to see out of it more, for real, if people been paying attention, like every time TNA people come over to the NXT side, they barely win anything.
True.
And vice versa on each side. So like it'd be dope to see diversity within those crossovers in each different place. Like at the end of the day, had Joe Hendry come over and compete for the NXT title.
Right.
We knew it wasn't going to happen, but it'd be dope to see people like Trey Miguel and them come back and then do what they do, get over once, and WWE and stuff like that, and vice versa in TNA. Or they could build this up into like a perfect TNA versus NXT type, Survivor Series type thing. But
right.
So far we've seen it's been working. People enjoy it. Let's see where it goes from here.
Butcher, what you got?
Oh, this is scalping. I'm preventing you from getting in on the talent. Fuck you. That's just what it is. If I'm Triple H, I'm damn sure making sure I am slowly but surely making sure that you ain't not wrestling anywhere else. Like, I'm making sure that we have a good, healthy relationship. Fuck if you winning on my TV show. That's between you and Shawn Michaels at that point. I'm making sure that you don't have access to anything else, and I'm also scalping to see who the next big talent is in TNA, and then I'm going to sign to my roster and then getfucked.com. I'm going to keep doing that. That's just how I see it.
I'm dead.
Because I feel like with this, like Underboss said, it's pretty much, you knew it was going to happen anyway, because TNA guys was showing up on WWE and Jordy Grace in the Royal Rumble. So it's kind of like inevitable, like they say, that was going to happen. But it's kind of like, I want to see what's going to happen. Now you can really do like a War of the World type show, like NXT versus the TNA type stuff. Like that's cool. And the cool thing about it is you got nicknamers Dolph Ziggler back in the WWE again. You got Top Dollar, AJ Friends back in WWE again. Like you right back to where you started from. Like, damn, now I'm right back where I started from. Or is it one of the things where you could go back over if you want to go back over? Underboss, what you think?
Like from a tweet that AJ Francis sent out earlier, he's like, when you walk through the front door that they threw you out of.
Yeah.
That said a lot because these are a lot of the people that let's play how much a lot of people feel who got released from TNA, from NXT, probably got signed by TNA, and they probably have that like. Now you bringing us back in from when y'all didn't want us,
right?
But now it's time for them to like prove to them like we should have been here all along. You seen what we've been like. You seen what we did in TNA. We could have been doing the same thing in the WWE, NXT, and all that stuff. Now, there's sometimes where like people messed up. Yes, it's gonna happen. It's wrestling, but people have been trying to progress and get better.
Right. So, Butch, what you got?
Honestly speaking, like being able. No, because I'm trying to gather my thoughts and I'm trying to figure out the right way to say this. Because looking at it in a long-term spectrum, yeah, I do agree that a lot of people left the company and they ended up in other positions and better positions in TNA. And it's just like, okay, I'm working with the company or with the people that, kick me out in a situation like that. But at the same time, it's like, do you see yourself actually wanting to work with that company, knowing what they did to you? Because, yeah, I can see some people want to get their foot back in the door in WWE and try to establish a working relationship, or you can still be holding a grudge with the company and be like, I do not want to work with you or, be a part of this crossover. Hopefully they have that type of freedom where they want to work with them, they can, and if they don't want to, they don't have to. I'm not too sure how Nick Nemec still feels about WWE. Maybe he still feels there's a chance for him to come back. Top Dollar, it is what it is with him too. But it's one of those things where it's like, and this is one of the things that kind of confused me too, because I'm trying to understand how this worked out with Jordan Grace. Her contract ended up expiring, but she's going to NXT. But they just announced a working relationship, so technically speaking, you're just working under a different company, but you still have this relationship where you can do all this stuff. That's just one of those things that confused me, where it's like you could have kept Jordan Grace and worked this deal out, but at the same time, it's like we don't know the fine-tune things of what contracts and signings or whatever the budget was for keeping her in the company was.
Yeah, I just feel like with this whole situation, I feel like it's good for wrestling because it's good for. I think at the end of the day, this benefits TNA more than WWE because TNA just rebranded back to TNA, so now you're getting more eyes back on you than people who wasn't watching TNA. And I was talking to our boy Drew today. He said, a Roman Reigns ain't gonna go to NXT, go down to TNA. Like, oh no, Cody. Like, you never know. And I feel like TNA will benefit for having a Cody or a Roman pop up just off the strength. Like, I'm gonna pop up there if I'm just gonna pop up just to whatever, but it may or may not happen. Or have a Jacob Fatu come up in there. But I feel like it'll bring more eyes on TNA because at one point TNA was really good. Bryce, you remember back in them old AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Team them days was amazing. So now we're getting back to. Hold on. We got some. Hold on. Y'all want to answer that question?
No, it's not. It's legit. The contract, in the words that I've read, is only between NXT and TNA. That's what it is. You can just honestly put it point blank. Team needs a developmental 2.0.
Yep. and I feel like going back to what I said, I feel like it'll bring more eyes to TNA, but I do feel like off the strength, like I don't know what big money match unless he got a Moose versus over Finley type of thing, and then like thing that goes on there. Like, I think that'd be cool because everybody want to see that, and I know they teased it, and that'd be a match I would like to see. And who else is like Bryce? You a tag team specialist? Who does TNA have?
They have I know they have ABC.
Oh, there we go. I would love to see them versus some people in NXT.
ABC, like no lie, ABC versus Fraxian would be good.
Chris Bay still injured.
You said what?
Chris Bay still injured.
What was
that's right.
Remember he had that life-threatening injury. I don't know. I don't remember the details of it, but I think he took a bump really badly, and he's still been on the shelf a little.
It was
while.
like his neck or something like that.
Yeah, he landed on his neck.
Okay, like prayers up for him.
But like, if he was like healthy, like guys like that would be like definitely to see on NXT to go and get some of the best NXT has to offer. Because those guys have like that NXT fast-paced style anyway. If you like watch like the tag teams from it, majority tag teams from TNA and NXT, they kind of work similar ways. So see some of them go get each other be dope to see.
Yeah, and you got Young OG over on NXT. That send him down. Let him win the X Division Championship. Somebody said the X Division Championship ain't about weight limits, about no limits. So see him in the Ultimate X match. I don't know if TNA still does that, man, but I'd love to see him like that in an Ultimate X match. And that would just be something dope to see because, like I said, I think TNA is going to benefit more than WWE. This is more like, and like Bryce said, like this is like a what is it? Scouting, yeah, like building your resume, like yo, you see I can work. Give me that, yo, Papa H, give me that job, bro.
Yeah, practically.
So what we got next, Butch?
Hey, you want to talk about Vince?
So this fool is this man is people swear he's coming back to WWE. I got a homie like, yo, man. He sent me this. He sent me on Snapchat like, bro, he still got cases that not done yet. So I was talking to our boy Drew again. We talked about he still got open cases that's not been settled yet. Like, do you know? And I told Butch this too. I said, bro, do you know the amount of money WWE will lose if they brought him back? That's career suicide. Like, you want to lose all your sponsors. He can't be around none of the women in the back. He can't do anything with WWE. He doesn't have any more shares. So the fact that you think he could come back is insane.
Also, like, I seen the thing where they say he can't, like, he bought like a studio.
Yeah.
That was Eric Bischoff said that.
And I'm like, he's getting the studio for what?
That's what I was saying. That's what me and my
because at this point, Vince doesn't really need to do anything.
Nope. I feel like he's just doing it. I feel like he wants to get Butcher told me we was talking the other day. He's trying to get his foot back in the chair. Like he's trying anything he can do to get do. First of all, you can't start your own a new company. Nobody's going to want to wrestle for you. Like who's going to want to wrestle for you? We know your background, and then you get a company. What TV station going to give you a TV station? Because they know what you got. Like nobody, no skeleton crew, no crew is going to want to be. No production company is going to want to be attached to you because they know what you got going on for yourself. So, like, even if it's for the money, like, it's still business, man. He got some funk on his name. You don't want to be a part of that. So, what do you do? Like, who wants to work for this man?
I mean, I think his name is big enough to the point where even though it's not me saying, like, it's not the way I would do it, but there would be people out here who be like, okay, yes, he has done some fucked up things, but it's still Vince McMahon. He can get me somewhere.
Can he though?
If he likes you.
He still can't just like, it would be like, yeah, I worked, like, if Vince went to Triple H, I know they stay in contact.
I mean, that's his father-in-law.
He can be like, hey, there's this kid here. He can do something. I'm going to send him to you. Tell me what you think. I'm going to send you tapes. Tell me what you think. And if Triple H was like, yeah, send him up here, boom, now your foot is in the door.
I disagree with that because of the principle of, in my honest opinion, Vince is a selfish individual. I don't see him trying to like contact Hunter. If he does contact Hunter and say, "Hey, I do see something with them," he's not going to send that person to him. He's going to try to keep it for himself and try to make his own product. With Vince has a vision of how wrestling should be, and that vision differs from what Tony Khan, Triple H think wrestling is.
But he's stuck in the old school way without adaptation.
Right.
Because look at what Triple H is doing. He still has that old school mentality of storyline me everything. Everything has its own place. Everything is everything.
Right.
But he does understand the times are changing, so now you gotta come up with new ideas and new variants of doing things, new storylines, how to tweak certain things, let people work the way they want to work and see if it works for them or work for the product. While Vince is like, it's my way or the highway.
Right.
It's a double-edged sword on this topic because, like I said, some people probably will think like, hey, if I get on Vince's good side and do what I'm supposed to do, and I could get my foot in the bigger stage and all that stuff. But like you said, it's at this point, it's either or. If Vince do that, like open up the studio and do his own thing, it's an either or type situation.
I was telling Drew this yesterday too. I like, bro, like it's gonna be something with wrestling. It has to, because let's be real. He did the XFL back in 2003, 2004. It failed. Then he did it again, failed again. The Rock had to take over. Then they tried WWE Studios. They only had two good movies. That was Marine and See No Evil. So it ain't gonna be no movie company.
The Condemned.
Okay, give them three. Shit.
I'm about to say, See No Evil wasn't even a WWE movie.
It was.
It was not.
I swear it was.
That was not a WWE movie.
The first one wasn't. The second one was.
Yes, there you go. The first one in theaters was not. The second one that went straight to DVD was.
Who was in the second one?
Kane.
Kane still did it.
Oh damn! I ain't even know.
They didn't kill him, but apparently they didn't kill him in the second. At the end of the first movie, he didn't die.
Yeah, so they pretty much picked up off like where he was at in the mortuary, and then boom.
So I'm like, it's going to be something with wrestling because it's like saying there's like Vince McMahon starting a record label. What does he know about records? What does he know about music? It's like Vince McMahon starting like a goddamn sneaker store. Like, what do you know about sneakers? Like, bro, like what? All you know is wrestling.
It's gonna be that or a gym.
That or a gym. Wow, that's true.
Yeah, I can't argue that one.
Like, I can't see him doing anything else but something that has something to do with wrestling.
He dedicated his whole life to it. What would be anything else?
Yep. Like I said, and then again, do some insider wrestling trading, do some stuff with Tony Khan to try to give him some game, but I don't see Tony Khan listening to nobody.
No, Vince ain't gonna do that. Because Vince ain't gonna let nothing happen to his baby at the end of the day. The other day is still his baby, his pride and joy. He don't let nobody try to like take that down.
And that's another thing I said too. If they would have let Vince McMahon come back, just rock with me real quick. If Vince came back, we see what he did to NXT. How he didn't want NXT in the beginning. Triple H made it, killed it with the black and gold. He came back and they destroyed it, made it cartoony with that Saturday morning cartoon look. You think he gonna come back? This the same man who said, I'm not signing off on any TV deal that I'm not involved. I'm not gonna sign off on it. Y'all need a TV deal by next whatever. So I'm not involved. I'm not gonna sign off on it. And just like that, all right, come back, Vince. You think Vince, they done got Netflix, they got all this stuff. You really think he gonna come back? Yeah, money. I'm gonna burn all this stuff to the ground. And WWE gonna be looking like a dang. Ain't no telling what WWE gonna look like if he come back. And
Actually, if Vince comes back, I'll say the.
Like I told Butch,
I'm just gonna tell you, just be waiting for a event where you just hear no chance, sucker. That's what you got,
dude. Like I told you,
I swear, if I hit that shit at the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna die.
Look, I promise. Like I know it sounds far fetched, but like if you want to give AEW another shot at life,
It's not gonna do nothing.
dude, trust me. Like
It's not.
everybody gonna leave.
It's not. It's I. You been saying that for years. I don't give a. I've seen the product in AEW.
Wait, hold on, Tony. What you just say?
I
He said if Vince came back, it'll give AEW a chance. It's no. I humbly disagree with that.
And I respect it. I'm just saying because like AEW had a chance, and when I say that, people think, they're gonna put him out of business. No, WWE, if Vince come back, people are like, I don't want to work for this man. I don't want to be no. So people probably like gonna sway. This probably gonna be the day everybody. Some of the people gonna walk out. I believe half the Raw gonna walk out if he ever comes back, especially the women. I'm like, I highly believe some of the women, most of the dudes gonna walk out.
If Vince comes back, it'd be a cold day in hell, but an interesting day on earth. Cause
damn, I like that, bro. I like that.
That's a good one.
he gonna be a cold day in hell, but an interesting day on earth.
That's a good one.
Put that in the chat, yo. Throw that in the chat.
Because the thing is, Vince still has like majority of superior knowledge of wrestling. Like he's been throughout the best moments. He's seen everything. Pretty much.
I'm gonna stop you right there. He has a rich idea of how to market wrestling.
This is what I'm saying. Like he
doesn't know shit about wrestling.
I couldn't say that because I think along the way he learned the business. Business aspect of wrestling. Let me go with that. The business.
And does that not include like the marketing? The marketing.
No, let me rephrase this. The business aspect of wrestling.
There you go. But you don't know shit about wrestling.
But I think he has some knowledge of it because he had to participate in it.
Because I'm telling you, the reason why I say that because the next topic, the person that just debuted this weekend, he would not have debuted the way that he had.
That's for sure.
Let you know right now. That's why I say he don't know shit about wrestling. Because a guy who just debuted this Monday would not have debuted the way that he did.
But dude, if Vince still has that.
We're gonna get to it, but Vince don't know shit about wrestling. He knows how to market.
And that's what I'm saying. Like if he comes back, it probably just be in that capacity to like, hey, this like a marketing advisor. I would say that'd be the best thing for him. If he ever came back to do anything, you don't come back to the screen. You don't involve yourself in like storylines, nothing. You just market. You're like, this will probably look good, or this, like you should do this to get this result type thing, business wise.
But do you think his ego will allow him to do that?
But that's what I'm saying, and that's the only thing I can see him doing because of he knows how to market. We see how everything else went along the lines. You kind of pretty much fumbled a lot of things that could have been gold.
Yeah.
And the way Triple H is running it and doing everything, Triple H is the superior option in terms of running the company.
Right.
In business and wrestling wise.
True.
So, yeah. If Vince ever came back, it should just be a marketing advisor. And you don't even put your hands in that. You just give advice. That's it.
Agreed.
You don't touch nothing. You just look it over. I do this if I was you.
I agree. I feel like Vince, he's the kind of person that he has no quit in his blood. Like he's not going to stop. He's going to keep trying and trying to get back. Like he wants to be back. Like Butcher said, he wants to be back in that chair. And I feel like we all like football. We football guys. Like saying
he's a Jerry Jones.
It's like you're a running back, middle linebacker, whatever, and you get injured, but it's like a career-ending injury. But you didn't go out on your term. Like I still got like 4 more years. I didn't go out the way I want to go. I want to go out. I want to retire because I want to retire, not because I was forced to retire. Vince McMahon was forced out.
That was because of his own choices. It wasn't like
it wasn't his own choices. It's skeletons in the closet building up.
But see, that's the thing. If that never would have got out
of his own choices, if he never made those choices, Those schedules are not built up.
True. And I say that to say Vince McMahon probably wanted to go out on his own terms. Like he probably wanted to just go out in the blaze of glory. I mean, but he did so it's probably eating him alive to see what the WWE is without him. He can't be happy. He can't be excited. Ain't no way. But what we got next though? Like final thoughts on this topic before we go to our next topic.
Fuck Vince.
Shay?
Fuck Vince and fuck Hogan.
Touche. Now, what we got next? Like, cause we had an amazing debut come Monday.
Listen, man, most people who don't know this already, unless you're in my friend circle, know that I don't watch WWE. I haven't actually watched a wrestling product about 2 years now. But when I was actively watching wrestling, found a little TV show called Lucha Underground on the El Rey Network, and there was a Mexican talent by the name of Pentagon Jr. I'm like, okay, who the fuck is? And I remember they teased him for a while before he actually debuted on the TV show, and I remember watching him and I'm like, oh shit, this is what the next generation of Lucha Libre is. Okay, I see where we're going now. And watching him progress not only as a person, but as a wrestler throughout the entirety of his career, from Lucha Underground, from TNA, from AAA to AEW, to where he is now, that had to have been one of, if not the greatest debuts for a Lucha Libre wrestler that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Penta, he's such a unique talent, and he's one of them people like once you get to know who he is and really like get to like he got over, he was like the match was amazing. And I heard he kind of went over, and a lot of people in the back didn't like that. But oh well,
shut the fuck up. Y'all motherfuckers had y'all time. Stop crying. Let some other people have some time.
It's like they got
but then again, we had to let Hogan go out there and talk and get booed out the arena when we could actually debut him last week. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna end it with that. But Pentagon is one of my favorite wrestlers. Butcher knows I'm a fan of his. It's just something about this guy's aura. He just like
he has it. He has it.
And even like I became a fan of him in Lucha Underground. That I think his best work was with Vampiro, that story, and with the Black Lotus Tribe.
It's about who it became Pentagon Dog.
Man, I didn't understand the stuff he did with those women. Like that made intergender wrestling look like I don't know what that was. They like he threw Kyrie. No, he threw EO.
For the people who live under a rock and never had this, there was a group called the Black Lotus Tribe, who consisted of today's wrestlers known as Kyrie Sane, Io Sky, Chelsea Green, and I forgot who the leader of the tribe was. I don't think she's wrestling anymore, but
I think she's just retired actually.
Yeah, so it was mainly them three composed. So he's wrestled 3 of the 4 people who are former women's champions on the WWE product. And that gave Io Sky, fun fact, that was Io Sky's first time on TV.
Yep. It's a Pentagon.
Yep, she jumped up that damn fucking scalpel-tine, and I'm just like, who the fuck
Matter of
is
fact,
this?
did she get the win?
Yeah, she was the one that pinned him.
And it's like he threw EO through those wooden chairs like a rag doll.
He was not.
There was something I don't know what he had against EO in that match. Because he took care of Chelsea real quickly. Kyrie put up a fight. But there was something about EO he didn't like that he beat the fuck out of her. I was like, what the fuck?
I think it was just because the simple fact he's like, it's another one of y'all. I'm tired, y'all. I'm done playing with y'all. I gotta get y'all out of here. I'm gonna make y'all suffer.
He was smacking them like,
bro.
But let's actually, I know we're talking about the past. We need to talk about the now. What did you guys think about his match against Chad Gable?
Amazing.
It was amazing, but I have one gripe, and I think we all know what that gripe is.
We gotta stop grapping about it. Me and you talked to the side about it, but we gotta let it go.
Go. I want to hear it. What is it?
The Canadian Destroyer.
I hate that game.
We gotta let it go.
I know.
We got to let it go as a community. Okay. I know Petey Williams. Okay, sidetrack y'all. I know Petey Williams set a standard for the move. He was a kill shot move in TNA. He used it. It looked cool. It looked awesome. But like I was trying to explain to Tony, is that there are certain wrestlers that have moves in their kit that are good moves to help get pops. The Canadian Destroyer has transitioned into a move to get a pop reaction now. It's something that gets the crowd going, oh my God. It's one of those moves now. And I understand that older fans of wrestling are looking at the move like, well, he's great in the move because he's not winning with it. Versus, no, he's being smart because he's using the move and keeping it alive and getting people to be like, oh shit. Now, granted, maybe down the line, he might pick up a win with it. But if I'm Petey Williams, I'm happy that somebody like Penta has taken that move onto a WWE stage.
What's the first time?
No, those are code reds. We don't. That's the code.
No,
most of the
Bad Bunny did it.
We ain't talking about. God damn it! I didn't see the match, so it don't count.
Bad Bunny did these. John Morrison.
Penta did the first. I didn't see that match. Penta did the first.
A couple people done it. It's one of the things where not everybody is athletic enough or allowed to do the move.
Yeah, you got to know how to do it because that's
a dangerous move there.
Very.
And like I say, if you watch how Penta does a Canadian Destroyer versus Petey Williams, he's running and then does it versus Petey who does it standing still.
Yeah.
Because the move isn't just all on the person. You have to have the other person legit jump and do the torque with you. So it shows you that when Petey was wrestling, how strong and athletic those guys were to get the full rotation versus
Penta. Same thing with Chad Gable.
Yeah, versus Penta, who has to get a running start with his version of the Canadian Destroyer.
But at the end of the day, there's some moves that shouldn't be kicked out of.
I disagree.
No, that's some move that shouldn't be.
Do you know how many people use the Canadian Destroyer in this generation of wrestling?
Oh, I didn't say that one. I'm just saying. In totality.
Not everybody got a Canadian Destroyer. So you mean everybody got to win with it?
Oh, no. Not saying that, but this ain't in general. There's some moves that should not be it's the end all be all.
It's kind of like me and Bryce was talking. Like the DDT. Nobody really used the DDT like that no more. That's like a move that's like nobody really. I haven't seen the DDT in wrestling like God knows how long. Especially in WWE, people don't use it because Jake, there was only two people that used the DDT. It was Raven and Jake, and I've ever seen nobody ever kick out either one of them.
Not none. Your Vito did it. Had one.
But then again, like I gotta go find a video with Jake and got interviewed about that. He's like, that understands how good I was when I hit you with DDT. You stay down. That's why I was trying to give the analogy to Tony. Is like a Petey Williams Canadian Destroyer is not a Pentagon Canadian Destroyer. They're two different.
Song Michael Sweet Chin Music ain't Young Bucks super kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some moves that when Future Shock DDT is one.
But I don't count that. I'm talking about the traditional DDT.
We're not talking about the double arm. We're talking about the single, the headlock. Not a double arm DDT.
Yeah.
I've never seen Miz win with a DDT. I've never seen him win with a DDT. He uses the DDT to set something up afterwards, which is usually the Skull Crusher finale.
Yeah.
So it's like, but like I said,
I'm happy that He debuted, got his time, did his promo. I was happy to see that his daughter was front row and got to, see her father, who was grinding and making it to the big show. I'm glad he got there. And I'm about to be this person and people gonna hate me.
What's next?
No. Fuck each and every single one of y'all on the internet trying to diminish his fucking debut. Because I'm sick and tired of it.
Oh, yeah, facts.
I'm tired of it. Because, yes, he was in
AEW. Hold on. I'm going to give you the floor. Go ahead.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? No. Fuck all y'all. I'm sick and tired of it, okay? This man has been busting his ass off for the last goddamn 10 years since I've been watching him wrestle. I've never seen his stuff in the beginning, but I saw it from Lucha Underground going forward. Y'all need to shut the fuck up and leave him the fuck alone. Okay? I'm sick. I am personally sick and tired of going to Twitter, going to Facebook, talking about he's a traitor. He should have stayed here. He should have made it work. He should have done this. He should have done that. No, fuck all that. If you need to do something, make something better for your life, for your family, go ahead and take that opportunity. As wrestling fans, it doesn't matter where the fuck you are and where you wrestle at. You should be supportive of a person who you say is your favorite. And I see some of y'all motherfuckers say y'all like Pentagon, but all of a sudden when he goes to WWE, oh, I don't like him no more because he made it? Fuck out of here with that bullshit, bro. He is one of the best. He is setting a standard for Lucha Libre as a whole. He has redefined Lucha Libre as a whole. And we as fans should be happy to be living in a day and age where we can see him wrestle. We have matches now set up. He can continue his matches with Rey Mysterio, and then hopefully Rey would pass on the torch so that he can start letting the door open for other generational talents in Lucha Libre. But all we sitting here doing is bicker and crying and bitching and complaining about shit that has nothing to do in our lives because we can say what the fuck we want behind our fucking phone and get away with it. And I'm sick and tired of it. Be supportive of these people. It doesn't matter where they are. It doesn't matter what company they wrestle for. Be supportive so that way they can, when they get to somewhere, they know they have somebody who have their back from day one. And a lot of people from day one have people in the back, stage, wrestling, friends, sisters, brothers, whatever. But us as fans, we need to learn to stop fucking being dicks to people for no reason. Just because we don't want them wrestling on the company, or we don't want nobody in a different company, or we just think that we're wrestling periods. I used to have that mentality. I used to be like, I don't want this person to go to WWE. But then I grew up and realized, no, he has to go here to be able to get a living for himself. He has to go there because he has to make sure that he got money to put on his family's plate. Make sure that his kids can have clothes, go to school, get education, all this other stuff. We are not the wrestler. We don't get to make those decisions. And I'm happy that Pentagon went to WWE. I was hurt that he left AEW. I'm sad that he's gone. But guess what? I remember all the good times that he had. I remember that cage match with the Young Bucks. I remember his matches with John Moxley. His matches against his brother Ray Phoenix. I remember the good times that he had. And I'm not going to let his decision of going to WWE diminish anything he's done in the past. Because I'm still a fan of him. And we should all be supportive. I'm sick and tired of it, y'all. I really am.
I feel you. I mean, drop the
close off Butcher. Go off. Welcome to the shop.
A lot of people, like I say, I don't care what the piggyback off. I don't care if you don't like WWE. There was a point in time where WWE was the standard. Everybody wanted to go to WWE. Whether you're on the indies, your main goal was to go to WWE. And there's probably a time where you're like, I don't like how WWE is treating their wrestlers right now. Vince is being an a-hole. Then you see, oh, he's gone. Maybe, but let me give it a chance. If you can go. If you did everything everywhere else, you've been to Japan, you've been to ROH, you've been to MLW. Hell, you stopped at TNA, you stopped at AEW, and on your last leg, if you in your late 30s, you're 38, 37, 36, you're like, all right, I'm about to hit 40. Let me go ahead and take this last shot at WWE. Like the Motor City Machine Guns did, like, yo, now Motor City Machine Guns are solidified. They can go down in history as the greatest tag team. They did their time in WWE. They won the tag titles. Hell, they can retire tomorrow and be straight. So I feel like Pentagon, he's won titles in AAA, Lucha Underground. Where else?
MLW, TNA.
He's been everywhere. So this is like, I don't care if he doesn't win the WWE title. He can win the Intercontinental. He just got to do something special in WWE, and that's fine. We don't care about none of that. It's like my bro said. It's like you gotta you gotta get that mentality, that trader mentality. Like, how you gonna get mad at somebody for doing something that was better for their family? He probably gonna make more money than he was making in AEW. You know, like, you know what? It's probably gonna be that he probably got more money than he can ever count in WWE. So why?
Think about his stock in his merch. Do you think Phoenix is already confirmed? He still got some legal stuff to work out. Like once that contract in AEW is written out, I guarantee you Triple H is not gonna let that one slide because they've already been in the talks in the background. But his merch is probably gonna be one of the number one selling merches. That mask and that T-shirt is. I might go buy me one. I'm a WWE hater and I want a Pentagon T-shirt.
Yeah, I want a Pentagon mask. What are you talking about?
It's like I'm a WWE hater and I like to dance. I said, "That's a shirt. I'm about to buy that."
But see, like, it's different because you support the wrestler. I don't even look at it as WWE. Like, I like the wrestler. I mean, yeah, the money gonna go to WWE, but I'm supporting that person. So it's like the mask is cold. Like I said, man.
Oh, and another thing too. Sorry. Fuck you, leakers. Okay, fuck all y'all for spoiling that night. I know who y'all are. I see y'all on Twitter talk about that shit. Fuck you. Y'all ruined a good day for my homie Josh. Fuck y'all.
I put it like this. I put it like this, and we're gonna wrap up the show because I like you said, like how you said that. Moving forward, like I know we all feel a certain way about leakers. I remember back in the time where people just popped up. I love back in the day. Like I know me and you underboss. Like we remember when Chris Jericho debuted in WWE. It's like that was before there's people who knew he was going to WWE. I mean, F at the time. But when that Millennium Clock went down and The Rock went, like he was looking like crazy, he didn't know what was going, and Jericho popped, I'm like, I'm a kid. He was in WCW, but the crowd went stupid. Like, wow, Jericho. When people pop up and you don't know they're showing up, it's like you get a real reaction. And it sucks that you got to get off the internet, put your phone down, and not be around. You can't be shout out to I'm not gonna say their name on here. Shout out to certain wrestling talking heads that have groups on YouTube, on Facebook that some of y'all are in, that have people in their groups that spoil us. Like, bro, like, can we not?
Like, I remember the time where Scott Hall and Kevin Nash ended up on WCW.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that was gonna be like. You see how they reacted to that? Like, what the hell they doing?
And they didn't even know. Like, and they didn't. That was one of the things. Like, ain't they in WWE? Like,
yeah. What they doing here? And that's the thing. People just wrestling is missing now, for real. And it don't get talked about enough. It's just the element of surprise.
People do it because they want attention. I'm gonna keep it blunt. If you have information that somebody's gonna debut, or you have information that homeboy over here is contract, you're gonna be the first person to get it out there because people are gonna be like, oh shit, he knows something that we don't. Get your fucking Twitter likes, your fucking thumbs up on Facebook, whatever the fuck, to make you feel happy about yourself at the end of the day. But you gotta understand that there are people that don't want this to be on their fucking timeline.
But see, here's another thing though. Let's keep it a stack. Aleister Black, Malachi. They say he's coming back to WWE. It's like, I hate the fact that it's like we live in such a digital world where at the drop of a dime, somebody could tell you that somebody's back or somebody's contract goes up. It's like when CM Punk went to AEW, we all knew he was coming back. But I felt like once they said, oh, the ice cream bar t-shirts, like, well, he's gonna be there. It's nothing that surprises us anymore. Like, dang, like this. But let's keep it real. We can honestly say when the surprise actually happens, it's amazing. Like when Bray Wyatt came back, I got clowned by these same dudes I'm on this podcast with. Like SummerSlam. I was like, yo, and somebody on here, I ain't gonna say no names, Butcher was clear. He ain't showing up. Like, bro, Bray is coming back. No, he not. Bray. And man, I must have talked so much shit in the group chat with that nigga Bray. I was hype as shit. I'm like, yes, I was right about something. And when that happens, you feel so good that the surprise, like, because nobody knew where the White Rabbit stuff was actually gonna go. Like, this could, y'all remember what happened with Brodus Clay? Y'all remember that?
Yeah, somebody call your mama. Somebody call your mom. That was a punishment, though. That was a punishment, though.
Yeah, I know. I seen that video. Like all them hyper promos, he about to be a beast, come out like that. So that White Rabbit stuff could have turned into anything before it to be what we.
No, I don't think it was a punishment.
Yo, it was.
Yeah,
he came out in an interview saying I forgot exactly what he did.
That man laugh.
That's what it was.
And that's
how he came out with the Funkasaurus.
It wasn't a negative punishment in a sense.
Then they made.
But you gotta think about it. Can I remember those promos live on TV?
I remember
he's a monster. He's gonna destroy. I'm like, okay, bro, this okay. And then all of a sudden, the week that he debuted, it's about to call your mom. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
But it was funny because he talked about it, and he's like, he went to Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, and Dusty turned on the music and danced with me. He said, "You don't want to dance with that?" Like,
he said, "You too good." You're like, "Are you like too good to be? Are you too good to dance with me?" Like, and he was like, "Oh snap!"
It's like he's like, "I used to be a bounce. I don't dance." Like, bro, I do.
But you gotta think about Dusty. They had to do the same exact thing, and look what he made with it.
Yep, and to go back to the time. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was like, "Are you better than Dusty? Like, are you too good to do what Dusty did practically?"
Pretty much. And I feel like going back on top of the element of surprise in wrestling is gone. Unless it's one of them things like you keep it super airtight. Like the Hardys at WrestleMania when they debuted, like came back, like that was kind of given because they was in the same city that WrestleMania was at, like kind of like. Right.
But when Edge showed up at the Royal Rumble, nobody knew that was really going to happen. Nobody really thought he was going to wrestle again for real. They was like, "Wait,
that gave me one of my favorite moments of WWE history. Fucking Edge walking in, Christian walking out.
Yep.
That shit was funny as fuck. I said, "Damn, that was a goodbye hug." Now look at them, both in the same company.
It's like before we get out of here, like so, element of surprise in wrestling. Vince McMahon.
I thought you were going to talk about the Sunday individual.
Which one? We did.
No, the other one.
Which one? I forgot. Hogan?
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about it, bro. Like,
I'm about to say, you forgot about him. I ain't forgot about him.
Because we had said something about him earlier, so I forgot about it.
You good? Yeah, go ahead. Talk about him. Whose idea was that?
Hold on. Let me...
Because if this is Triple H booking,
nah.
Whose idea was this?
This is what I think is what happened. This is what I think is what happened on that one. Everyone was like, it's the first Raw Netflix.
Okay.
You gotta be big. You need iconic people. And then, one of them Netflix executives was like, Hulk Hogan. You're not gonna tell the dude who's like now the person who handles everything now, no. He gonna look at you like, no, I can just drop the whole show.
I just feel like Hogan.
So I guess one of the executives of Netflix did this. Thought it was gonna be a good idea, and Triple H had to go along with it.
But my thing is, if we live in a digital age, you should know what this man's past was.
How much remember they thought people forgot?
Do you not know that we live in a cancel culture?
Pepper's fun.
They thought people forgot.
I put it like this. Maybe they thought like, yo, controversy made it ratings. But I'm like, there was more. Dude, between Travis Scott coming out with the blunt. Then Hogan comes out. No, wait, we ain't gonna talk about Hogan. Let me get focused. Get focused.
Hold on. Like
we gotta break that down later because that's like, a whole situation.
That moment when I seen that, I'm like, bro, they really allowed this man coming out here smoking.
No. We're gonna
do Hogan first. Do Hogan first.
But see, here's my thing with Hogan. Like, I thought Dominic Mysterio got booed bad. I ain't never seen a man get booed like that. He was to the point where he was trying to over talk and it wasn't working.
He got booed at WrestleMania the last time he appeared.
It wasn't like this. This was bad. It was like, bro, like why are you here?
This is nuclear heat. This is what that is at this point.
Like, bro, like why your ass here? We know what you did. And the fact that then our boy Drew, he was like, bro, people saying, I ain't gonna go with that. It was like he got booed so bad that Jimmy Hart's in the back like.
Yeah,
I saw Jimmy had me crying. I was like, Jimmy, like, yeah, we gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Jimmy like, we gotta go. Call this home. We gotta go.
I felt so bad for Jimmy, bro.
Jimmy had to sit there. He just like,
I won't go home. It like you were like, man, Jimmy Hart like, I won't go home, man. Like,
hey, no one.
And wasn't that in Madison Square Garden too?
No, that wasn't in Madison.
No, that wasn't Madison.
Okay, but if that was in Madison, that would have been more.
Oh, if it was Madison, that would be even crazier.
that was bad. Oh, that would have been hilarious.
That would been one of the moments where like you like, yo, this couldn't get any better. This couldn't get any better.
That's why I thought it looked like Madison. I'm blind. But no, it's just excuse me. But no, it's just one of the things where it's just like, why are we continuously trying to bring? I understand there are people in the past, and a lot of people have done a lot of things. Hell, Ric Flair has finally withstood to the darkness. We haven't seen from him. We haven't heard from him. I think he finally caught the memo. But Hogan is one of those people who I still think he believes he's the number one superstar.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna piggyback off that Ric Flair comment. I think Ric Flair know what he did was wrong, and I don't know if he ever apologized for it. I think he like, all right, we know the plane Robin Hill. We know what he did. We know the stuff he did. He probably, I was wild. So he probably, all right, I'm gonna just step back. He pops up from time to time. People really don't boo him because it's Ric Flair. Like, all right, it's Ric Flair. But Hogan, I think,
like, it's the thing of like, yes, you did something like bad, but this guy's went out his way to try to like think about what Hogan did.
Part of that. Hogan lies about so much stuff too.
But the thing that we let's just keep it a buck. The reason why he got booed is because of what he said. And what he said, how he said it, and to who he said it.
It's like he said the N-word. I'm tired of people not acting like he. It's like all y'all idiots. Like, yo, y'all say okay. We say it. We shouldn't be saying, but we say it. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't the fact that he said it. He said you should marry a rich N-word.
And it's like,
and he just went off. Like he put a who had a recording that was so bad.
That was the bounty hunter.
He had like a Mel Gibson moment.
It's like, and it's so bad that it's one of the things like, I don't want to stay on this topic because it's Hogan. I don't want to give him too much life, but it's like,
in the words of Iron Sheik, fuck Hogan.
It's like, I feel like
he was having a field day. That's when Twitter was having a field day.
and like, Hogan is just like, we don't need you around, boo. But let's go and close this out with Travis Scott.
No. So one thing, and then we get to Travis.
All right,
is Cena getting 17 this year?
I hope not. I feel like they say Ric Flair is a 16-time champion, but those are just the ones WWE acknowledged. I heard he got even more than 16, if I'm not mistaken.
But the most is Jerry Lawler.
How many does he have?
Like 32.
But WWE doesn't recognize those 32 because
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
And so they don't. I know Flair has more, but they only recognize the 16. So, I mean,
he's gonna be at the Rumble this year.
But I'll say this: I'll let you know when the Rumble happens.
Okay.
Because it's too early to tell. Because if he goes to the Rumble and wins, yes. It's a definite yes. I don't care what nobody say. So you're saying
he's gonna be Gunther? Because he's not beating Cody.
You never fucking know.
He's not beating. He's not. That's Cody. That's Cody and The Rock. Okay, it may be not gonna be KO. It's Cody Rock. My prediction is Cody Rock. But there's
the belt need to be on the line for that,
right? All right.
But Travis Scott, bro, what the fuck was they thinking? Like, this
look, it was, bro. Here's my thing. Let me start this off.
Go ahead.
I saw him come out. Travis, cool. Then I saw him like, Then he hit the joint. Then Jay came out. I'm like, I called Drew immediately. I'm like, yo, this nigga hit this blunt from Travis. I am going to lose my mind. If that would have been the icing on the cake, if Travis like, and Jay like, and hit that joint and went to the ring, I would have lost it.
Nah, Jay wasn't gonna do that. That is high wrestling. Oh, it's over.
I mean,
it's over.
You forgot about ECW. Everybody was off something in ECW.
Yeah, shit.
It wasn't weed like that. Them niggas high off of cocaine to do dangerous shit.
Pencil shavings.
Oh, we ain't gonna
cocaine and pencil shavings.
Dude, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey, that'll be my new mixtape. Cocaine and pencil savings.
Stop with the pencil savings. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Cocaine and pencil savings. The single mass transit.
Shut up. What? Travis Scott.
I remember y'all were talking in the chat talking about Travis Scott. I'm like, okay, what's the special for Travis? And then I wake up the next morning, I go to Twitter, I see the video of Jay at the that's talking about, you think Travis got me another blunt? I said, hold on, whoa. I said, wait a minute. I said, what I missed? I go and find a clip. There it is. He walks out with a belt. Don't know where he got that belt from.
Merchandise.
No, Triple H gave it to him.
Yeah, that's a custom made one. They like had NWO some shit on it.
It was the hardcore title.
The hardcore title one. Yeah, he came out there and hit that blunt. I said, oh, so we on Netflix now, so we can do whatever the fuck we want.
And then it was like, Jay was like, I smelled it, but I didn't inhale it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got to get on that next. I'm like, Jay, calm down. You telling on yourself.
Hey,
he really is.
Want to know what I wonder?
What I know what you're going to ask. And yes, they did. Yes.
No. How Triple H feel about it? Like, what was his reaction?
I know he was hot.
I have to see the backstage footage for this because you know they.
I don't think they didn't know he did. They said they didn't know he was going to do that.
I know. So I know 100% they're like, I know this man did not just.
Triple H, 100% think this stuff. I ain't having no more rappers on.
That's like, this why we can't have nice things. This why we can't have nice things.
He said he thinking to himself, I wasn't gonna have Kendrick on the next show, but I don't think about Kendrick now.
Heck, I was like, it was funny because I didn't see that. I didn't see it coming. Like,
and what's funny to me, I smoked, so I know this man smoked like 2 before that. He was, if you seen like how his face was, I'm like, bro, he's not here. Wherever y'all think he's at, he's not there.
I mean, he do got a song say he the highest in the room.
But bro,
he proved it that night. He the highest of the whole arena, bro.
But think about that. And the thing about it is, they were in LA, so it's legal there. So it's not like he was doing nothing
wrong. Yeah, he wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, you could have waited.
You are on national TV, lighting blood next to one of the biggest stars, next to Jay Uso.
Nigga, this, like my kids are here. There was children there.
He don't give a damn. He's a man, bro. He's from Houston.
He really.
He's from Houston.
I mean,
y'all both from Texas. Y'all know them Houston boys don't give a about nothing.
I was just. It wasn't the fact that he did it. Cause I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a Travis Scott thing. That is in his persona. It checks out. Jay was the one that had me shocked, and I'm like, you is a professional wrestler with WWE. You don't get to say this after your history.
RVD.
Now, here's the funny thing. If RVD was born in this era, he will be a 3-time world champion.
3 times? Man, that man probably like a 6 time by now.
Man, let's reverse that. If Travis Scott would have came out, if RVD would have came out with Travis Scott, he would have hit that joint before he went to the
bro, it was over. RVD was gonna smoke the whole thing in the like as he coming down. He's not
that boy gonna hit he gonna be the first person in wrestling history to hit a frog spot. 5-star flash pads will hit the blood at the same time.
But know what's gonna happen? Like he gonna feel this. He gonna jump and he gonna land already, but like his body gonna like be behind him. Like his after image, you like, ooh, that felt good. Like you're like, oh no, get him out of here.
It's crazy because like we got all these people now who smoke, and I'm looking at this like, damn, RBD, they really did hold your ass back in 2006.
We gotta close out. We running long. Final thoughts. Hold on. Let's get these final thoughts. What you got?
Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Butcher, final thoughts.
Sorry, I was laughing. All I gotta say to y'all is do better. That's it. Do better. Because I'm tired of it. Just do better.
And for me, can we keep wrestling sacred? Can we keep secrets secret? Can we keep big surprises? And that has been episode 4 of Beer with the Boys. Next week, we're going to have the rest of the homies in here. We're going to have Joff back. No, we're going to have the Rook in here. So it's going to be me, on the boss, and the Rook in this joint. No, yeah.
It's gonna be you, Joff, and the Rook. It's not gonna be me and Underboss.
Okay.
I'm gonna say unless you want to do a whole fucking 5-star one.
That's for us. That's for us. Goddamn, Roy Romo. Everybody gonna be in the house that day.
Okay.
So, like always, thank you for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe. Put stuff you wanted to talk about in the comments, and we are out of here. Peace.